Hi boys and girls, this video is going to show you how to add a marker or a pin to Google Maps onto what Mrs. Speaker has shared with you. A Google map is a great way to get an idea of where all of us are traveling from when we're going to Ellis Island. So you're going to be marking the country and city, if you know the city, that you chose for your Ellis Island project. When you click on the link that Mrs. Speaker put in Google Classroom, it's taking you to this view only page. You want to make sure you're signed into your Google account. If there's no sign in button, chances are somebody in your family is signed in and you're going to want to sign them out first. Okay, then you can choose to sign in and you're going to enter your school email address. That's the one with the 99 number, and then your password. If somebody else is signed in and it shows up like mine did here, you're going to choose sign in with a different account. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put in my password. I know I'm signed in because my avatar shows up on the right hand side. I'm still in view only, but now I can add my own marker. So on the left, you're going to choose edit. Okay, now you're in the editing mode, which means you can add to the map. Every fourth grade class is listed on the left hand side. You want your class to be checked off, nobody else's. So if I'm not in Mrs. Vario's class, I'm going to uncheck that. I'm going to check off the class I am in. So make sure it's your class and nobody else's that is checked off. Now I'm going to add my marker by searching for the country up in the search box. If you also know the city, you can go ahead and put the city in as well. Okay, whatever information you have is fine. So maybe my family came from Germany. Okay, I'm not sure the city, and that's okay. Go to Germany. The map's going to zoom in. It has already put a marker down for you, but you need to add that to the map. So I'm going to click Add to Map. And now I can change the color of my marker. It doesn't have to be blue. I'm going to click on the color. I can also change the icon. It doesn't have to be that teardrop. I can choose more icons. I get a lot of choices, and I can choose any one that is school appropriate. Just click on it. Click OK. And it's changed. To leave that menu, I'm just going to click up on the white spot here. And here's a big thing that you really need to make sure you do is click on that pencil icon. It brings you to edit mode. And in front of the name of your city or your country, you're going to put your first name. Now, if somebody else in your class has the same first name, go ahead and put your last initial. And then click Save. That way, when we see a marker, we know who that marker belongs to. You'll also notice on the left, it has added it underneath your class. Okay, if you've forgotten to do something, you can come to the left, click on your name, and it brings you back there. So for example, if I put China, I can click on it, and it brings me back to my pin. Now I can click and I can drag as well, and I can make my changes. Okay, you're not clicking on anybody else's pin, but you can click on your own to make those changes. Another way to add a pin is to just navigate to that city and country all by yourself. So there's a plus sign for zooming in and a minus sign for zooming out. Now make sure you're patient. Click one time. So I'm clicking once on my minus. Otherwise, my computer might freeze up. And now I can click and drag to find the country that I want to put my marker in. Once I find it, I can click the plus to zoom in. All right, maybe I need to click and drag again. Once I'm where I want to be, I'm going to click on the marker icon right here. And then my cursor changes to a plus sign, and I click on that country or that city, and it's added a marker. I'm going to put my first name. I'm going to put the name of the city or the name of the country. Depends on what I know, and I'm going to click Save. And you can go ahead and you can change your marker color and the icon as well. So those are two ways to add your markers. Now if you've made a mistake and you've put a marker in the wrong spot, no worries, because all you need to do is click on your marker and click the trash can, and it gets rid of it. If you've mistakenly deleted yours or somebody else's, just click the undo button and it puts it back. But I want you to be super careful when you're clicking on markers to make sure it is yours. Okay, I can click and I can see my classmates, but I want to make sure I'm not changing it at all. So once your marker is in, if you'd like to see where your classmates and other fourth graders are from, click on the preview mode. Takes you out of editing, and now you can see where everybody's from. You can dismiss this message. You can leave just your class checked off, or you can check off everybody's classes, or only a couple of classes. It's up to you. Click on the 3 dots to hide the map legend, and then use that plus and minus sign to zoom in and out. Okay, click and drag around as well. When you click on a marker, when you're in the view mode, it gives you some information. Okay, we haven't chosen pictures, we're not going to right now, but we can see, okay, who is from there. Gives you that information over here on the left. Okay, click the arrow back, and I can go back to exploring. That's it, pretty simple.